All right, everyone, welcome back here uh, from the break. We are going to do a replay cast here of game number one, which we unfortunately missed. So this took place a couple of hours ago, so pretty recent. This was the first game in this series between Hex on the Legion side here and Willowkeeper on the Hellborn side. I believe the bands are done here. So we got, let's scroll up here. We got Puppet Master, Calamity, and the Gladiator. Going to be banned out by Hex. Nothing really standing out there. Very, very popular heroes right now for good reason. We have the Draconis, the Doctor, and the Tremble. So the Tremble making a ban here, as that is one of Fa's signature um, heroes. So we get those six heroes out of the way. We will see a first pick of the Monarch coming out here from Hex. So they go with the support option. And we will be seeing a Rhapsody and an Engineer picked up by the side of Willowkeeper. So already we're seeing both teams valuing the support picks. I am expecting that to be a support engineer. I don't really know post patch from the December patch if engineer is really that strong as a core anymore. We used to see a lot of mid engineer, but I do feel like he's still kind of more of that support style of hero. So I'm expecting more or less this to be a secondary support engineer. We'll see how the draft unfolds though. As always, still lots of picks remaining, so kind of hard to judge where the heroes will go. We're going to see a Zephyr and a Gauntlet picked up here by Hex, so they are done with their first three picks now. They have quite the mixture there. They got a Core and an Initiator on the Gauntlet. Um, I'm expecting that to be a position 3 Gauntlet or perhaps a position 2. As we have the Zephyr already picked up, he will be either the position 1 or position 2. And we will now enter into the second wave of bans. Being a replay, I think we could skip over some of this a little bit quicker. Um, we'll just get the bans out of the way here, and then we'll talk about them. So we have Willowkeeper banning out the Balfagor and the Sandwraith. One more ban to follow. It will be the Cersei. So we have a mixture of teamfight heroes. The Sandwraith, we're seeing the Sandwraith banned quite frequently. Very popular teamfight presence carry, able to be anywhere on the map while farming away from the team. The Balfagor and the Cersei ban is quite interesting because they already got rid of the Sandwraith, so I don't really see a reason as to why they would ban the Cersei. Um, I guess it's just a hero they don't want to play against because it's very annoying to deal with. I don't know if we would necessarily see the Cersei from Hex, because they already have a Monarch picked up. I guess it is still possible, but I don't really foresee them picking that. The Sandwraith and the Balfagor make a lot more sense. The Balfagor with the Zephyr would be a pretty annoying death ball strat to really face going into that mid game. The Deadwood, the Pharaoh, and the Lord Sulfuras, so three initiators. Well, I don't really, not the Lord Sulfuras. He is more of a secondary core to that Zephyr. But they ban him away so that they cannot counter the Zephyr. With that Lord Sulfuras, the Pharaoh and the Deadwood, they are still lacking the initiators to pair up with the engineer. So we're going to see right off the bat the rally with the Monkey King picked up. So there's the first initiator for the side of Willowkeeper, the rally to pair most likely with that engineer. And the Monkey King, I don't think we'll see a position 1 Monkey King. I think it'll be position 2, as he's not the hardest of carries. I think he's more suitable to that secondary core kind of role, where he gets kind of tanky, he frontlines, he initiates, he does lots of damage as he kind of bulks up. I think we'll be seeing a tanky style of Monkey King this game. Something maybe like a Shaman's Headdress into some more frontlining items for his team. We'll probably see a secondary core, something for the short lane, I would imagine, to be picked up here from Willowkeeper. And we're going to see the lineup completed now for Hex. They pick up the bubbles with the artillery. So they are going to go a secondary core with the Zephyr. They pick up the artillery. They pick up the bubbles for some team fight presence and control with the Typhoon. And the artillery to, as I like to call it, pow, pow, pow with that LRM. So they got some good lockdown control between the Zephyr and the bubbles now with that gauntlet for the artillery and the Zephyr. A pretty solid lineup overall from the side of Hex. They have their options here where they want to run the artillery and the Zephyr mid or short. I think quite flexible on both sides. We'll most likely see the Monarch paired with one of those, whoever goes into the short lane. And then I'm expecting Bubbles and Gauntlet to be more or less a dual lane. In the long lane, I think, based on their heroes. I don't know how strong that lane is going to be, but I think it's going to be more of a nuisance than anything. We're going to see the Dampier as the final pick of the match for Willowkeeper, and they will be running similar style of lineup with the two cores, so both teams running a duo core, and they will supplement that Monkey King pick with the Dampier. So we're most likely going to see a Rhapsody Dampier lane, mid lane Monkey King, and then an Engineer Rally off lane. At least that's what I'm expecting. As we see Dampier heading to the top lane. So it looks like Artillery will be playing short lane this game with Zephyr in mid. I think this is quite good. Zephyr versus Monkey King will have a melee versus melee matchup, where Zephyr can output a lot of harass to Monkey King. I think if they put Artillery there, he might be vulnerable to some wham bam slam from Monkey King. Whereas Zephyr, he's a little bit harder to bring down, and he can kind of output consistent harassment throughout the laning stage. We will be seeing the Bubbles Gauntlet lane, which again, I'm not really too sure how strong of a lane this is, but at the same time, I think it's going to be more or less annoying for Rhapsody and Dampier, but I think they will have too much heal sustain between the two heroes that I don't really think they can burst down either one. So I do think I give the edge to Rhapsody Dampier here in the top lane. Ooh, alright, that's cheeky. We got Engineer specking the Mines level 1. He's going to put a couple of bombs here in the mid lane. Looks like, I believe that's the max he can place level 1. So he puts 3 bombs. That's going to do 360 total magic damage level 1. So if Zephyr happens to walk up there with some Monkey King combo involved, that could be a kill. I like that play. That's kind of cheeky. We'll see if it ends up paying off. Now we have Engineer and Rally, as I said, going to be going up against that Artillery and Monarch. I feel like with the Monarch, as long as he levels up the Chrysalis level 2 and 3, I think, or even 3 and 4, I think the kill potential from Rally and Engineer is not really there early game. So I think the Artillery Monarch lane is going to be a little bit too strong, being double ranged with a lot of harassment potential. Oh, come on! He dies level 1? He dies to two Heavenly Vaults? Okay, I was not expecting it to be a level 1 kill. I thought it would be like a level 2 or 3 kill. But Zephyr gets baited there. And he actually goes down for the Bloodlust. So that's going to give Monkey King a huge lead here. Actually, it was a Bloodlust for Engineer, so it's not going to be as huge as I was originally expecting. But a nice play coming out nonetheless between both the Monkey King and the Engineer with the mines. So we're already going to see a funky pull here coming out from Legion. I don't know if they're going to contest this. We'll see if they're able to put out some pressure here. Here comes the Mortar Shot. Artillery. It does have the LRMs. Is this going to be a kill here? Oh boy, the Pow Pow Pow's coming in. There's the blocks from Rally though, the health potion from Engineer. And although he is doing a nice job of blocking, he's taking a lot of damage himself. There is no Compella for 2 more seconds. Is it going to be enough for a kill? Yes, it will be. And Artillery will run out of mana, so they do not go for a secondary kill there. But this is the power I was talking about of the Artillery Monarch lane. And due to how well they're doing, I agree with the Monarch skilling the Noxious Nightcrawler here level 2. I think they don't need the Chrysalis, as they have already kind of established the presence here in the lane. Top lane, Gauntlet and Bubbles. We have Gauntlet is the farmer up here. He is 6-0 against the 9-1 Dampier. So they're already doing quite well here. They force out the Shell Surf from Bubbles. Dampier does not decide to go for a... oh, he's going in for the combo. That might have been a mistake, though, as he tanks a tower hit. Will he end up falling here is the question. There is no Shell Surf available just yet. Rhapsody is manning up. He's going to get a kill onto Bubbles, but he will fall. So they will exchange one for one. And yeah, I think that decision from Dampier to not... or maybe he got silenced by the Bubbles and couldn't get his combo off, but tanking the tower hit there definitely put them in a very vulnerable position. So we have artillery. He's off to a great start. He's 309 gold per minute, 14 last hits. It's the most creep kills in the game. Next behind him is the Zephyr. So despite the bloodlust kill on the Zephyr, he is still farming very well. 13 and 5 against 15 and 5. So he is slightly winning in terms of last hits, but the GPMs, actually he is ahead of the Monkey King in GPM. So he's doing very, very well. And I did like that they put the Zephyr mid instead of the artillery. I do think this melee versus melee matchup does favor the Zephyr with the sustained lane pressure from the Cyclones. Picks up the Iron Shield as well. He's going to gust him backward. Monkey King will be forced to use a vault here. Top lane, we have a hook coming out, but they're looking to turn this one around. The heals from Rhapsody are going to be too much. The body blocks, nice body blocks coming in from both the Dampier and the Rhapsody, and they will bring down the gauntlets. So, good start here for Willowkeeper, but only a slight gold lead. We see a experience lead for our Legion side, as we have the Zephyr and the artillery very high on XPM so far. Monkey King picks up a haste here, and Zephyr's going to walk into Rhapsody, but the Dance Lord's healing him up quite a bit. Zephyr not really able to man up here, and I think he's going to end up falling. He has no gust. Hasted Monkey King, that is brutal, as he runs all the way from the top lane. Now, meanwhile, this is going on. Dampier is 1 versus 2. They're trying to take advantage of this, but here comes Hasted Monkey King, and this could be troublesome now as the haste is up for 4 more seconds. Gauntlet, he's going to get flipped up and back and left and right, and he will die. So the haste getting Monkey King 2 kills, or 2 kill participations. Here comes the Chrysalis onto the artillery. Now they're looking to turn it around. The tower aiding, and there's the kill onto Rally Engineer. He could be in some trouble. He does not have a kick for 3 more seconds to push himself backwards. The LRMs, he's got 20 charges there, and the mines, that's a funny noise that they make, but looks like it was only maybe 1 mine as it hits onto Monarch. They're thinking about going for a kill here. I believe the mortar shot did miss. Does he have the crippling pollen here? Oh, artillery could be in some trouble. Or Monarch, actually. He has the Chrysalis, though. Here comes the Compel stun. Monarch's going to get locked down with the stuns. He can't get his Chrysalis off, and he will fall. So they overextend there on the Monarch. Artillery picks up the early brass knuckles here. Pick up some last hits there. He does have level 6 now, so he has the homing missile, but what's going on in the top lane? We got Gauntlet only on 180 gold per minute. So Dampier, he's on 350. He's farming very, very well. Monkey King still doing about even with the Zephyr. Oh, here comes a homing missile. He's going to get a compel to safety, though, and I think that will get him the distance. The Zephyr picks up the ring mail. Engineer is here with the body blocks. He's taking a lot of pressure, though. He's going to get gusted into the tower. He will die. 1 versus 2. Monkey King throws out the combo, but with the extra armor, Zephyr will stay alive. So even 1 versus 2 with the Typhoon, he manages to stay alive. Top lane, Dampier does not have a flight up. Bubbles without mana. Don't know if they're going to be able to hold their ground here in this lane. Dampier is now level 6 against 4 and 4. Artillery throws out a mortar shot. There's the LRMs. Oh my god, that damage onto Rally. There's the mana potion. And Ken Monarch getting range for Crippling Pollen on the Engineer. He's getting slowed from the LRMs. There's the Chrysalis into the Noxious Nightcrawler. And the Pow Pow Pows from downtown as Dookie gets the kill. Or actually, Dude gets the kill there, but they get the kill onto Engineer nonetheless. There's a hook onto Dampier in the tower. Is he going to be able to turn this one around? He does not have a feast for one more second. He's going to flight to the creeps. Heads up play there coming out from Dampier as he stays alive to avoid death.
Someone will get the axe.
Oh, I appreciate Encast.
Papa Pals from downtown. There's the Crippling Pollen. And is Dude going to be in trouble? Thank you for the resub, by the way, with the 8 months. Reno, appreciate that. Rally is in some trouble, or more likely Monarch is in trouble. Kegstun will hit, and that will be the kill onto Monarch. Artillery will be just fine. Zephyr with DD. Oh, but the sidestep on the Gust, and Engineer will survive. Even with the little sass and all, chat, I love it. The sidestep king. Biatch? I said it. Anyway, Gauntlet is going to get jumped on here by Dampier. He still has the Eat, and or the Consume, I guess it's called. He will take out the Gauntlet, and now Bubbles, he will be forced to use the Shell Surf defensively, as Rally came in for some assistance, but they didn't even need him, unfortunately. He kind of just poured it up here for nothing. Too much damage coming out from the Dampier. Bubbles does not have to take cover. Here comes a Silence. He's going to chase him down. He's going to throw out the Fear. One more auto attack, and it's enough for the kill. So we got Monkey King still farming on 310. Dampier tied with the artillery, but Zephyr doing very, very well. A little bit higher gold per minute on the Rally compared to the Gauntlet. So pretty even game so far here at the 9-minute mark. We're going to see a combo go in here on the Gauntlet. He misses the hook. The Kegstun will unfortunately miss as well. And that will mean Zephyr, Gauntlet stays alive. So Zephyr has now rotated into the jungle. We'll see. Maybe he uses Typhoon here. He might just use the Gust and do ring around the Rosie here with the jungle creeps. Looks like he's able to take them out with just the armor boots picked up there. Tower falls in the bot lane to artillery. So he now picks up the Ghost Marchers to follow up the Brass Knuckles. Mass ports are coming into the mid lane, by the way. Here comes the Keg onto Gauntlet. He will get a Chrysalis from Monarch, and Rhapsody will get caught here. Here comes a homing missile, though, on Dampier. Is this going to be enough damage? The Pow Pow Pows are coming in from downtown. The port is coming in from Rally. He's going to tank some of that damage, but he is not able to man up. And the Gust comes in as well, and Rally, he ports in, and no sooner he falls immediately to the damage from both the artillery and the Zephyr. I have Dampier here with the Veiled Rot. He's thinking about setting up a kill. He is very low on life, though. He needs to be careful. Here comes Monkey King, though. He's flinging him around. Artillery will get leaped on, and it will be 2 kills as the Consume comes in on top. It's a double tap for Dampier, and they just like that, they punish Hex with some ports. And meanwhile, Gauntlet and Bubbles are up in the top lane. Bubbles is now level 6 with the Kelpfield, and Gauntlet is still level 5. He's trying to get that Gauntlet Blast leveled up. Rally will make his way to the bottom lane. See Engineer porting to the mid lane. He's currently level 5. We have Dampier with Rhapsody and Monkey King rotating to the top lane. There is no vision up here. Here comes the Gauntlet Blast. The heals are coming in from Rhapsody. There's the Protective Melody, though, and they're going to turn this one around onto both Bubbles and Gauntlet. A beautifully timed Protective Melody as Dampier baited that one all along. Monkey King coming in as well for the 2-kill assistance. So while this is going on, Zephyr and Artillery are farming away, and we can continue to see the gold per minutes on the side of both teams remain relatively equal. We're going to see a tower fall here in the top lane as Dampier gets the last hit. And they will take a gold lead, but they're still trailing in experience as Hex commands the experience lead, with Zephyr being level 11. Big combo from both the rally and the engineer there. It's the kegs that hits before the after the slam hits. They bring down Gauntlet and they get the tower as well. So just like that, 2 towers go in the way of Willowkeeper, and they're now in a 3,300 gold lead. Monkey King Roman the Legion Jungle here with the Haste Rune activated, picks up the Lex Talionis to try to penetrate that armor from Zephyr. He's kind of bulked up on defense. We have a homing missile here in the bot lane. There's the mortar shot into the pow pow pows. The auto attacks. He's looking to. Oh, that might have just been a mistake. Oh, actually, the creep wave is there, so it will prevent the LRMs. Who is baiting it for the engineer. LRMs are coming in. Rally will die before he can get the compelled to come off cooldown, and engineer falls as well. Oh wow, that was not what they were hoping for. Artillery picking up the double tap, 1 versus 2. And Snooky getting a big GPM boost there of about 50 gold per minute. We have another Veiled Rod here on the Dampier. He picks up the Light Brand. Rhapsody going to catch Gauntlet out with the Staccato Stuns. Here comes the Leap and the Consume on top. They will get the kill onto Gauntlet. Now Rhapsody could be in some trouble. Here comes the Typhoon down on top of the Crippling Pollen. This will be a very fast kill. Artillery picks up the Light Brand, where now he will continue to pick up his farm. I think we will see him continue to go into the Dawnbringer. Zephyr looks like he's going for Staff of the Master. He needs about 500 more, and he's going to have it. Now, will he upgrade somebody is the question. Maybe later in the game we could see him upgrade Bubbles for that Kelp through Shrunken Head effect. I don't think any of the other staff effects might be good enough. We have a blast here into a combo. LRMs from downtown taking him out to do the final auto attacks. Now Bubbles is vulnerable. He will go down. The Staccato Stun on the artillery, but they're looking to pursue some more kills here. Gauntlet is chasing with the fist. The LRMs not going to be enough to bring down the engineer. Compel Stun defensively on the Rhapsody, so they're in full retreat mode. Here comes a homing missile onto Dampier. He's going to throw out the what's the fear called? The Terrorize. But didn't have Consume up, and he's going to get kited and taken down. Oh no, now Engineer will fall. Ooh. Snooky almost died to the energy field there as he went in and out. But he picks up the double tap as they were not able to bring him down. So Artillery picking up some more kills now. We have the GPM chart kind of remains the same. We have 4 players up at the top and then 3 kind of below, but it is still a little bit better for Willowkeeper. But the experience lead just continues to remain in the Legion's favor. They have a level 14 Zephyr now. He has just been snowballing in farm. And Artillery now with the multiple double taps, he is level 12. We're going to get another kill here on the rally. The Pow Pow Pows are doing some decent slows on the Monkey King. He picks up the Firebrand though. Is he going to be able to turn this one around? There's the fist from Gauntlet. He's running out of charges there. It looks like Monkey King will get the escape to safety. So Zephyr now with the staff. He's got 12 Cyclones, level 14. He's nearing the 500 gold per minute mark with Artillery. He just continues to farm in the jungle. We'll see what Zephyr decides to go for as his next item. I could see him bulking up with something like a Berry Rifle against this heavy magic damage from Dampier, but there is still good physical as well from Monkey King and the Rally. But we'll see if maybe it's a Dawnbringer. Maybe it's a shrunken head. We'll see what he decides to go for. I think he has a lot of options. Artillery, though, he picks up the searing light. He's going to do the pow pow pows here. Homing missile comes out onto rally. He's going to use a defensive compel. Oh, he's going to get stunned up just before he has enough damage for the kill. He's going to pour it on out. Monkey King will be able to go through that energy field and get the kill before the port happens. Stopper to the TP. Rhapsody is setting up here on the gauntlet with Monkey King coming in from the flank. This could be a dead gauntlet. He is in no man's land here. They rotate all 5 players for the gauntlet, but for a good reason. He was pushing up here very, very far all by himself, so a little bit YOLO to say the least. So we have Willowkeeper hunting for some kills now as they make their way 5 through the middle of their jungle, the Legion's jungle, but they were spotted on that ward of sight, so they have this information. Zephyr is counter pushing the top lane with a double damage in his bottle and a Typhoon ready to go. Artillery has now respawned, and he will farm up the mid lane, but he does need to be careful. There is a lot of players in the area. They might go for a dive here on him, as they're going to spot him out with the staccato. Here comes the stun. It's going to be cancelled immediately, but they're still going to have the damage as Dampier jumps in. The Kelfield is locking down the Monkey King. Here comes Gauntlet. The portal key is picked up on Rally. The protected melody is going to keep Rally alive for now. Will he make the escape? No, he will not. The Gauntlet, one punch as it's called, takes out both the Rhapsody and the Rally. Will they be able to get more kills though? Engineer ports out in the trees. A nice shoot coming out from him. And Portal Key picked up on Dampier. He will make the distance. So they do get the 1 kill on Artillery, but it comes at the cost of both the Rhapsody and the Rally. So Zephyr, he continues to farm. I don't know if he's bought anything since that stat, but he has 2,300 gold saved up. And we'll see what he decides to go for next. I would imagine Artillery is still looking to go for that Dawnbringer. We'll see what he goes for as his secondary item. Dampier might look to build into something like a Grimoire. There is lots of disables here on the Legion side. He might also just build into something like a Staff or a Shrunken. We see a kill here on the Engineer. Looks like that was a homing missile used. So we have Hex grouped up as 5 down here. They will push this tier 2 tower. I don't know if they have the greatest Kongor killing team. We won't see a Kongor steal attempt here. They're setting up on the Artillery here. We have Veiled Rod on the bubbles. Here comes the Chrysalis. They're going to hook out the Artillery. Pop-up-pows are happening onto Rally the Fist, onto Rhapsody. She will fall, and Rally, will he be able to make the escape? No, he will not. The final auto attack comes from Monarch. And they will get the 2 kills. They baited Artillery all along. Team support was there. And Monkey King will get to safety. Monarch is in the middle, or Artillery is in the middle of his teammate's Typhoon. They will save him with the Chrysalis. The double tap happens for Bubbles, and a big team fight happens as Dampier gets caught. And they aren't able to bring down the Artillery once again, as they kind of focused on him. And this will most likely be another tier 2 tower. We have Portal Key picked up on the Gauntlet. Bubbles. I suppose he's going Spell Shards here. Pow Pows from downtown. They're hitting onto the Rally and the Rhapsody, but not going to be enough for any kills. Monkey King picks up a Geometer's Bane. Not the item I was expecting him to go for, in all honesty. Pows are happening onto Engineer. They still just don't have quite the damage they're looking for. Oh, Dreamcatcher, though. And they deny him. I guess they could have used a Protective Melody there, but they chose not to. Now they're going to go for the Kongor kill here, as they have all 5 here with Engineer down. We will see Zephyr lead in the front line. The Dreamcatcher actually does not get taken off by the Kongor there. I did not know that that worked that way. Zephyr is tanking a lot of damage here. They're going to get the 1 Kongor kill. Possibly steal away the Hellborn's Ancients here, as we see Willowkeeper rotating over toward the left side of the map here. Very even on kills, but Hex has now taken a 8.5k gold and 9,000 experience lead. Here comes the LRMs, the Kelfield landing onto Engineer. Engineer will fall, and now Monkey King. He's getting locked on by the Kelfield. The stun will happen, and he will fall as well. It's 2 kills going the way of Hex, and now the homing missile lands onto Rally, and it's going to be a 3rd kill as they take a 3-0 teamfight engagement. Rhapsody and Dampier were not interested in taking that fight, as Dampier picks up a Searing Light. Zephyr is here though. Typhoon is down and Dampier cannot portal key away. He will have to man up here. Rhapsody is here with the staccato stuns. The Protective Melody will happen at the last second. And it will not matter. They will get 2 kills. It will be a full genocide in the end. And Hex will still be alive on all 5 players. So Zephyr is now 560 gold per minute. And actually, that's going to do it. The 25-minute mark. Willowkeeper has had enough. Hex will take the game here, with the Artillery at 475 gold per minute and the Zephyr nearing the 600 gold per minute mark. So that will do it here for game number 1.